Hi there. Each month I process all of your bank feed and I use those tax invoices that you send through to HubDoc. At the end, though, I'm usually missing a little handful and I send you a list of unprocessed bank feed transactions. Now, instead of filling that out and sending that back to me so I can complete them, what I would like you to do is try a little bit new thing. This it does involve logging into your Xero on your computer or your laptop. So you'll have your little list that I've sent like this. So when you log into your Xero, click on Dashboard. That dashboard, that takes you to a list of all your bank accounts. So this is a demo company. So this is their main bank account, and you'll see this box here, the business bank account has 8 items to reconcile. So click on that where it says reconcile 8 items. Yours might say 6, it might say 40, but that's where you click, or one of the places you can click. All right, when we get in here, these are the transactions that I was chasing you up about. So what I want you to do is, see this little box here that says discuss? Click on discuss and write me a note as to where this is at. So you might go, waiting on supplier to send copy of invoice. We'll send to HubDoc ASAP. So I know we're just waiting on that now. Okay, next one, Cooper Street Bakery. You might go, oh, I've lost that receipt. Okay, so just write me a note, take for staff meeting, lost receipt. Because it is a small receipt, a small expense, I'm not going to stress about a missing receipt, and I don't expect you to either. I will not take up the GST on that though, because I can't confirm what you bought and whether there was GST on those items. Bread rolls have no GST. Bread has no GST. The cake will have had GST. So depending on whether you bought other things or just a cake, I don't know. I can't verify it. So we'll just process it as Cooper Street Bakery, staff amenities, GST free, and that's all good. Okay, so just click save and I'll know what to do with that now. Central parking, you can go, couldn't get receipt from machine. That's fine. Car parking. Now I can verify, I can see here that it's Central City Park. I can verify their ABN. I can verify that they're registered for GST. I also know for a fact that parking has GST on it if you are registered for GST. So I'm okay because it's only a little expense. I'm okay with processing that without a receipt. It's not a problem at all, but click that. I know what to do now. I can work out what to do with that. This one here, same. So just copy, highlight, or drag your mouse over it, highlight it, go copy, discuss, paste, and save. Just saves you typing it all again and again. Okay, go personal. Now, you may have accidentally used business account's credit card, or your personal card might not have swiped on the day. So it doesn't matter. It's fine. All I need, no further information. Personal is all I need to know, and I can code that to drawings. This one here, trying to find invoice, will send when I find, was for first aid course. Okay. Because it's not a hugely large amount, once again, I'm reasonably confident who the money went to and that it was a business expense. I also know that it was a first aid course. There is no GST on first aid courses, so I am happy to process that. And if you send data when you find it, I'll attach it to the transaction. But at this stage, I'm happy to process without that. Once again, personal expense. We bought lunch accidentally with your business card. Oh, and this might be the new pair of shoes you bought, which are not PPE, so we're going to make that also personal. Now, I can actually go ahead and process all of those without the bills. When you send this bill and when you send that bill, if you find that one, I will attach. This is the only one I'm stressing about, because this is a really large expense. It may get flagged by your accountant, and if you were audited, it might get picked up by ATO. We really need to attach something to that to verify if we're taking up GST on that. Remember that supplier tax invoices are not the same as a receipt. A receipt just tells me money went out of the bank on this date, and this is who it was paid to. It doesn't tell me what it was purchasing. It doesn't tell me the ABN of the individual, usually, and it doesn't give me enough information about the GST that was claimed on those, charged on those items. A supplier tax invoice should always have a description. So it should say repairs and maintenance to Land Cruiser, or John Smith attended first aid course. That is information. The fact that you had an expense, I already know. I know that from here. This tells me this is a receipt in itself. Statements are also not very helpful, unfortunately, when processing, because they're just a list of all of the bills that you owe that person. They don't tell me what was purchased. So they are helpful to reconcile, but they're not helpful for processing. So give that some thought and have a crack at trying to put these notes in here instead of filling out that form, that list, and sending that back to me. And don't forget, send all your bills to HubDoc as they come into your email, or take photos of them with your HubDoc app as soon as you've bought the purchase, and there will not be a list at the end of the month. Always. Thank you so much. Bye.